MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Feels good to say around back with 52.
We'll see Zach Wilson and the New York Jets taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. The Ravens defense ready to put the preseason behind him and begin this 2022 campaign. And one of the folks we'll be watching is this man, the veteran, in his first start with his new ball club.
And this is no ordinary opener for a guy like this. This is validation. You've had a team take a chance on you in the offseason. You've earned a starting job. Now's the time where you want to repay that trust.
Wilson going to come out throwing. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Well, partner, that's the start of the job right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
First down from C.J. Uzomah there in New York. They were quick to pounce on him when he hit the open market from Cincinnati. They saw him set career highs across the board in 2021, and they believe his ceiling is even higher. Plays like that reinforce that belief.
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. You talk about this defense. Alexander Bishop back for her 2nd year on the job. And CD, we spoke with her during the week, and as was the case last year, just came away so impressed, not only with how she handles things, but with what she's actually done with his defense.
I think we've been struck by from the first time we met her. It's her presence. That was certainly the case last year, even in her first year as a defensive coordinator. And it shows in her defense. An aggressive, fast-paced, hard-hitting unit. Her influence is seen throughout this defense.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. defense set to go to work here. They're in a somewhat unenviable position here to start the drive with the ball already up near midfield. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Baltimore defense ready to go once more. They'll be forced to defend a short field following the INT a moment ago as this drive begins. 1st and 10 here. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. But he won't quite make it.
Go!
He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The new man in the middle of this defense getting involved here in the regular season. He's on a 1-year prove-it deal, and partner, we talked to him in the days leading up to the opener, and he reiterated over and over again he's ready to do just that.
No question about it. He is more than ready for this opportunity. He's been waiting for 4 years to be a week 1 starter. He wants that responsibility, that pressure, and now he wants to add to it production.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will make it 6-0. The Raven defense set to go to work here. They're already down here early as this next drive begins with a 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive.
Oh,
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. Blitzers are coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked to turn to the side.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now Wilson on first down. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 44, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Wilson will throw again. On the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Odafe Oweh with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. The Baltimore defense ready to go once more. They trail here in the second quarter as this next drive begins with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Second down at 4. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Straight ahead is Hall. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And check down complete to Hall. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now it's Wilson. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein, from 28 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
Yeah.
Defense set to go to work here. And they'll begin by trying to defend a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, check back, back 6, back 6. Go, go, go.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And able to connect with Berrios. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Browns that have the lead in the second quarter. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Najee Harris with a couple of touchdowns there. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Baltimore defense ready to go once more. They're in the ball game, but could use a stop here, trailing in this third quarter as this next drive starts 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And he completes it to Berrios. Touchdown! Braxton Berrios, 48 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
When it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one.
The Raven defense set to go to work here. They've got the upper hand in terms of field position as this drive starts inside the offense's 10-yard line.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Check 52 the line.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. I got one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet first down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. Running left, it's Hall. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Ravens have got it. Alexander Bishop's defense getting after it. That's the 2nd turnover they've forced so far in this one.
Control the chaos. That was the expression we heard all week in our production meetings leading up to the game. We saw it printed on T-shirts and all the defensive players were wearing in practice. And every single player and coach, they all told us the exact same thing. We want to lead the shit out of them.
Let's go. Y'all got it. We got to come back from that one right there, boy. That was a good fucking play.
The Baltimore defense ready to go once more. They'll be looking to be the aggressors here as this drive begins with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50. Slant. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Line 6. Line 6. Set hut.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA. The Raven defense set to go to work here. They've got this offense backed up to start out. The line of scrimmage, the 5-yard line as we begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson down around his goal line. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Baltimore defense ready to go once more. They're out there trying to protect this 4th quarter lead. So this a big drive as it begins 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 70 in. Hey, check back, 6. They gonna need some there. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 43 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now the second-year man from Carolina, this is Michael Carter. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Wilson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a fourth quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
We lost the game. We ain't no way we gonna come back in 3 minutes.
The Raven defense set to go to work here. And this game is coming down to the wire, so they know this is the drive that will likely decide the outcome.
Man,
here's Wilson. Gets this to Moore, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a give to Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
One last shot for Wilson. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Ravens, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the